Hi, my name is Huina Su, author of Intensive Care for the Nurtured Soul and creator of The Venus Evolution. If you ask 100 people who have met me what impresses them the most about me, I bet over 90% will tell you that I exude peace. They will say that I have this peaceful presence, I have this quiet strength and quiet confidence about me. However, can I tell you a secret? Years ago, I used to be stressed out all the time. No, it wasn't because I was a registered nurse. It wasn't because I was taking care of a lot of terminal cancer patients. It wasn't because I was traveling, commuting 3 hours a day back and forth to work while I was taking care of a newborn baby. No, I could deal with all that. There are forces beyond me, beyond my power, that are really causing me stress. And I call these forces the invisible chaos. You have to understand I grew up in Taiwan, and in my culture, my Chinese culture, it is the most important to honor your family and honor your parents and honor your culture's tradition. So my family has 4 generations of doctors and nurses and dentists. Of course, my parents and grandparents expected me to become a doctor as well. And I am the first child in my family, and my father is the first child in his family. So, of course, you can imagine when I was born, they were expecting a son, a grandson. Um, so, even though my grandparents and my parents are really loving parents and grandparents, they never disguise their um, disappointment and regret of not having a son to inherit my father's medical practice. So since I was very young, I remembered um, their disappointment, and my father always calls me his substitute son, which I hated with passion, because to me it just meant that I'm not good enough. What's wrong with being a daughter? And I felt that I would never be good enough for him because I'm not a son. And my mom, on the other hand, out of good intention, told me that, when for a girl to have happiness, it's really important to find a good husband, and that is the most important thing. And she said, in order to get a good husband, a girl have to have 3 things. She has to either be very beautiful, or comes from a well-off family, or she has to have a great education. Then she said, Huina, you are not pretty, and we are not well off, so you better study hard. So study hard I did. I was a straight A student, and I excelled in everything I did because I really felt like I wasn't good enough and was trying extra hard to prove myself, to earn the approval and acceptance and love from my parents and from everyone around me. Um, of course, that caused a lot of stress and pressure for me. At the same time, because I truly believe in what my mom said, that I'm not pretty, it caused low self-esteem for me. And I can't even begin to tell you how much emotional pain and relationship troubles I had to experience because of this belief that I'm not pretty and I don't deserve to be loved. I have to try to change myself and fit in other people's expectations in order to be loved and accepted. So, when you buy into a certain belief, you find all the evidence to support that. So I actually believed that I'm not pretty for more than 20 some years in my life, until I finally realized that I'm actually beautiful. So you can imagine all these things caused, all these beliefs caused a lot of stress. I became an overachiever, a perfectionist, and a people pleaser. And I felt I'm never good enough, and I will never be good enough. And I felt extremely insecure and painfully shy. I was always trying to prove myself, to please other people, to earn approval and validation from others. When I was in coaching school several years ago, one of the assignments we had was to create a gremlin, our gremlin. Gremlins are those ugly little creatures that sits on your shoulder and tells you all the nasty things about who you are. You are not good enough. You are not smart enough. You are not worthy of love. Who do you think you are? You will never achieve anything. You will never measure up. And all these nasty things. So, what is your gremlin saying to you? And if you were to make a gremlin of yours, what does your gremlin look like? What does it sound like? And how does your gremlin's message make you feel? What is it? What is the effect of these gremlin messages on your life, on your career, on your self-esteem, on your relationships, and on your self-image? What is the ripple effect that's happening in your life? How are you behaving? How are you seeing yourself? How are you relating to others? How are you being when you are with someone you love, or are you attracting the kind of loving relationships in your life, or are you attracting people who don't respect and honor you like I used to do? Are you sabotaging your own success? Are you holding yourself back, playing small, hiding? Or are you able to be who you truly are and express yourself joyfully and freely, going after what your heart's true desire, and playing big and be as successful as you want to be? If you feel you resonate with any of the gremlin messages that I have shared, any of the negative effects that I have experienced personally, if you are having the same challenges, I encourage you to visit my website and sign up for the free e-course, Taming the Invisible Chaos. The invisible chaos that I talked about, all these internal chaos and internal forces that's causing you tremendous stress, anxiety, fears, insecurity, and emotional pains. I really encourage you to visit my website and sign up for the free e-course. That will really help you take the first step, learn the 3R process that can help you tame your invisible chaos, so you can finally move forward with confidence, with true inner peace, and true happiness. This is Huina Su, signing off.